And good afternoon. Welcome to Today at the Races presented by Fidelity First. I'm Stanton Salter along with our odds maker Keith Fustel. Glad you're with us here on a Monday afternoon of racing. Everybody had a nice Easter holiday yesterday. We had a big card on Saturday. They had a big card down there at Gulfstream on Saturday with the Florida Derby. But how about our pick six today?
Yeah.
Will be the big game in town. Let's show it to you. The biggest carryover in the country today right here at Laurel Park in our 20-cent Rainbow Pick Six. Over 181,000. That's going to start in race 4. I have to imagine this is going to be well played today.
Oh, that's one of the only shows in town, right? And this is the main target for everybody that's out there going to wager on this Monday racing card at Laurel Park. We've got a fast track, 181,000. I think we're going to see one of the strongest handles we've seen in weeks on this pick six.
All right, so that's going to start race 4. I have a ticket. You should have a ticket. Everybody should have a ticket today for the biggest carryover in the country, our Rainbow Pick Six right here at Laurel Park. It's going to start in race 4. So, yeah, all eyes on us today. No Gulfstream or Santa Anita today. Will be the big live racing track today in the country. Hats off to everyone down there at Gulfstream Park. They had a monster day for Florida Derby Saturday, and then they came right back. They had a record handle down there Saturday, and we know how tough those big days are with the Preakness and everything.
Yeah.
Then they came right back the day after on Easter Sunday, put on a live racing card down there, and so we enjoyed watching their racing yesterday. Hats off to them. Hopefully they can enjoy watching our racing today.
Take a little break, a little exhale, a little rest, and gear it back up. And they do a phenomenal job down there. You're talking 13, 14 horse, race cards, marathon cards. A lot of research goes in for everybody, the announcers, all the on-air talent, and guys in the racing office working hard down there. It's a tough go, but they put on a quality product, no doubt about it.
And we had some players here going after that big pick six they had down there Saturday with their mandatory payout. So if you hit that, congratulations. It paid a little over $9,000 that big pick six down there at Gulfstream Saturday. Jump right back in here. Maybe you can get a monster six-figure score with our pick six today. So we're going to have a big day today. Looking forward to a couple nice allowance races today. We have a monster day coming up 3 weeks from this past weekend, Saturday, April 21st here at Laurel Park, our Spring Stakes Spectacular. Great day of live racing at Laurel Park, and also you get a free Laurel Park travel tumbler. That's going to be a free giveaway. Gates open at 11:30. First race post time is 1:10. Saturday, April 21st. We're going to have 5 stake races that day.
Okay.
5 stake races. Is also going to have the tap party at the Jailbreak Bar here at Laurel Park. Good looking. What's that? The Pimlico Pilsner.
It's not a bad. That's pretty good.
You've had it?
I've had 1 or 2 of those. Yeah.
All right. You get the Pimlico Pilsner out here Saturday, April 21st, and there are the stake races. $125,000 Express Bet Federico Tessio. The winner of that race gets a free ride to the Preakness, so lots on the line for the Tessio. I think that's shaping up to be a heck of a race for top 3-year-olds in the Tessio. The winner of the Weber City Miss gets a free ride to the Black Eyed Susan. And then you have the Primonetta, and then a couple nice turf stakes to Henry S. Clark. That's a nice prep for our Dixie, our Grade 2 Dixie Preakness Day, and then the Dahlia. That's a big prep for the Galleret we have on Preakness Day. So our Preakness Prep Day, right, Saturday, April 21st.
That's what we basically call it. And you're talking about some of those turf stakes, very strong. I mean, they are really, really good betting races on that card. And then moving over towards Preakness weekend, what you're talking about, it's going to be a big weekend in a couple weeks. This is the time of year. We're still waiting for this weather to really break. If we can get it to cooperate, that would be a start. But like I say, once again, jump in. Pick 6 today, 181,000 to get you started. A nice little competitive card on tap for this Monday racing card.
All right, let's get right to it. Let's show you what the track condition and the weather is and everything. We had a little rain overnight, like a little sprinkle. The track was good this morning for training, but it's been dry all morning. They've been working on it all morning. It's going to be fast for the first race.
Certainly looks like it. We're going to go fast. Yeah, harrowed right now as we speak. I think that the rain's going to hold off for a little while. I know possibly some later and into tomorrow, but right now track is fast in the low 50s. try to get this thing to warm up a little bit. Stan?
All right, let's get right to it here. Race 1, lots of action here. We'll kick off the rolling super high 5 here in the opener. That has a low 15% takeout. We have it every race with 7 or more horses, so sometimes you can catch a nice big carryover in the middle of the card for that rolling super high 5. So that'll start in race 1. Race 1 also kicks off your early pick 5. Both your pick 5s here at Laurel Park. Your best bet with that industry low 12% takeout. It's a mandatory payout here in the early pick 5. We've seen some monster payouts here in this early pick 5. You like it today?
Yeah.
You have a ticket.
We're going to take a shot.
Let's take a look.
And I say for our new viewers, if you're not really familiar with us on Mondays, it's been a little while since a Monday card. The pick 5, industry low 12%, and it pays out in this opener. We do have a carryover in the late pick 5 if nobody hits that, but one of the best bets in racing, if not our best bet on this card, except for this pick 6 that we've got rolling today.
Absolutely. All right, let's see how you played this early pick 5 here starting in race 1.
Yeah, $36 ticket to get you started. I'm not super confident. You know, we've got horses that are 1 for 30. It's a 2 in life to get you started. A 1 for 30 is probably going to be your morning line favorite. Early money right now 3 to 5. I think this horse will tick up a little bit. Kieran's horse, the one, will also take play. 4 deep in there. 1, 5, 6, 7. 3 deep in race 2 with the 1, 2, and 4. Third race, we're going to go 1, 4, and 5. We had a scratch in that third race. Scratch to 3, Moon Over a Beauty. That was going to be one of my original picks. We're going to take that one out and substitute a horse in there. 2 deep in the 4th stand with the 1. We're getting 2 for the price of 1. The entry, the Ham Smith entry, and the 8 El Guerrero Azteca could be the fave in there. And just kind of winding it all down, Stan. To the 4, a single, 3s over deuces. Gary Cap, when he gets these 3-year-old routers going, they just keep on rolling. And, boy, this horse was an eye-catching performance last out. I think he can win right back in the 5th. Going to be a short price, but we're going to have to narrow this ticket down, get this single in race 5.
Yeah, I like the 4 3s over deuces there in race 5. That horse will be a popular favorite. He's your very well-deserved even money morning line favorite there in race 5. It's a nice group of 3-year-olds, but after judging on his last race, and you have a nice stat for Gary Capilano to back up those big performances too. So 3s over deuces, runs like he did March 9th. He'll be awfully tough to beat there in race 5. Okay, let's take a look here at race 1. We're going a flat mile, claiming 5,000 for Philly and Mares 3 and up, never won 2 lifetime, and I'm going to go with the Kieran McGee class dropper here. That's the 1. Paluxy Princess. Edwin Gonzalez rides his 4-year-old daughter of Go Sapper. She's getting a class relief today. This is the cheapest she's ever run for. McGee claimed her for $10,000 back in January. A couple decent thirds against $10,000 2 life. Now the drop to nickel 2 life. That's why he wins a lot of races. Edwin Gonzalez and McGee, they're 21% together. I like the 1 Paluxy Princess on top.
Yeah, the only thing I can say, Stan, the barn is in a little bit of a lull right now. Past 30 days, 3 for 35, really uncommon for Kieran McGee. But like I say, we saw this with Claudio, went through a little bit of a lull.
Right.
These bigger barns, they run a lot of horses. Sooner or later, you know, these horses kind of go off form, and they kind of go in bunches with the losses. We've seen that right now, but certainly Paluxy Princess, I think, will go ahead and be sent to a forward position from the inside. You've got Tis Majesty gonna, I think, be the slight favorite. Very close to, I think it was hard to separate the 1 and the 6, but the 6 is last number. Very good with a little bit of excuse. Tactical speed with the 6 Tis Majesty, but 1 for 30. It's hard to get past her getting this short price. Take a shot. We're going to go with the 7, Cassie Cottonwood. A little bit better value here, 6 to 1 on the morning line. I think you should get something like that. Yeah, ran behind Jane Lee, who Tis Majesty beat, but that was first time Claudio. We're going to go second time Claudio. I think some improvement in order, draws to the outside. And Claudio, second time off the claim, sprint to route. Small sample, but he is 2 for 7 with the gaudy ROI, though, of $5.31. Just looking for a little bit better value. I do think the 6 is the horse to beat in race 1.
Well, you get a nice lightweight assignment, 110 with the 10-pound apprentice Antonio Quills, whose 1 win did come for trainer Claudio Gonzalez. So there's some lots to like there on the 7, Cassie Cottonwood. I have that horse in my exacta. We both like the 6 a little bit as well. Tis Majesty, a big effort last out, but like you said, 1 for 30. 30, and this horse is 0 for 17 here at Laurel. Ricardo Chappie sticks aboard for Brandon McFarlane. How about the 5, Florida Lady?
Yeah.
We both like a little bit here. First start in the Hall of Famer King T. Leatherberry's barn. KT with a nice win yesterday, or not what was it?
Saturday, yeah.
Saturday,
Yeah, we had
first
that one.
off the claim. He's doing the right thing with this filly, dropping her to the bottom, trying to wake her up.
Yeah, she's got that one win at Tampa, 3 races back, breaking the maiden. That was an off-a-turf event, but ran off pretty strong, an okay number out of that race comparatively to this field. I don't know what's going on in the last 2. A little excuse when shuffled early, a little bobble out of the gate, but had no run leaving the far turn once dropped to the rail. But jams down. I don't want to get beat by a horse like this, especially in my early pick 5.
Right, so you have to use the horse. You get Toledo on the 5, Florida Lady there at a big price to kick off the early pick 5. Let's take a look here. Race 2, a nice upper-level allowance feature. One of our features of the day early on in this card. That's going to spice things up for that early pick 5. We kick off the early pick 4 here in race 2, going 6 furlongs. A nice 2 other than allowance condition. Optional claiming 25,000 filly mares 3 and up. We have a video spotlight here. We both like the 1, Karen, on top. Here's her win February 9th here at Laurel Park. Coming off the pace, a good-looking win. She won by 3 1/4 going away.
You see the short comment, off duel, swings 5 wide. There it is, a 3-pronged battle on the front end for an affair, munificent little habit of mine. And to the inside of Karen. Karen is going to shift in the white colors, white blinkers, about 5 wide, turning for home. Mischief Moss, who's in here today, kind of gets stymied a little bit upper stretch. But look at the kick that Karen shows under the guidance of Stevie Hamilton. Really surges away nicely through the final furlong, actually wrapped up a little bit late. Mischief Moss keeps going willingly to the wire. Took her 2 starts later to get through that other than condition. These 2 are all going to be awfully tough. But what I liked about Karen, Stan, that race, she was really into the bit early with Stevie, and it was like at any point he wanted to go, he could go. He got to the best part of the racetrack, and she really responded. I like the freshening. You know, she could maybe bounce a little bit off the number. He's given her plenty of time off of that big effort. Everlasting Secret, though, the 2 I think will draw a lot of play. Maybe the 1's going to be the favorite in here. Wouldn't surprise me, but the 2 comes out of some stronger races. Look at the company she's kept. Crab Cake, Summer House, My Magician. She's got speed. She's shown she can win off of a layoff, and she shows she's been tactical off of a layoff. So Damon, first-time Damon Dilladovico, does well with these kind of horses. Everlasting Secret is going to be awfully tough in here as well.
Absolutely. I agree. I like her. She does have a lot of lines in her recent form, so that does give you some question marks, but she's been working forwardly here at Laurel Park, so we both like the 2. The 1, Karen's been working well over there at Pimlico. She's a perfect 5 for 5 in the money here at Laurel Park. Jockey Steve Hamilton, he's having a big week and had a couple winners the other day. He's on a bunch of live runners today. Cowboy is, so we both like the 1. We both like the Cold Super here. 1, 4, 2, 3. Mischief Mass in very good form right now for Claudio Gonzalez, Kevin Gomez. Both the 1 and the 4 closers, so it was the speed here. The 2, Everlasting Secret, and also the 5, Lady Keswick, and the 6, Moon Vision.
Yeah, Lady Keswick, she has speed. I don't know, if they just dead set wanted to go, I think Everlasting Secret would be the speed of speed. I don't know if that's going to be the tactics or not for what Damon's going to give Cara Manos. She's got a lot of class. Moon Vision freshened up. She could be keen to go for Scott Lake. I think, that opening, quarter of a mile is going to be key for the 2 to get positioning. Sure. I mean, she might be a little bit better horse when you break it all down, but off the freshening and the way the 1 won last time out, she's going to be awfully tough to kind of hold off through that last 1/8 of a mile.
All right, we both have the 1, 4, 2. Then you like the 3, and I have the 6 there. So nice 2 other than allowance feature there to kick off that early pick 4. Let's take a look at race 3, going 7 furlongs here, claiming 16,000. Dual condition, straight 3-year-olds or older horses. Never won 3. I go with the 4 here. I had the 3 on top. Moon over at Beauty. The 3 is scratched. So we both we got to fix Keith's picks there, guys, for race 3. Who do you have here?
Oh, I'm sorry. It should be 1, 5, 4, 2.
Okay, all right, you have 1, 5, 4, 2. 1, 5, 4, 2 here.
Yep.
Let's start here with the 4 is going to be my top pick. 1, Proud Wildcat. You get the leading rider Vargas on this 4-year-old, gelding for trainer Kieran McGee. 1, Proud Wildcat, a 2-time winner here at Laurel Park. 9 for 10 overall in the money. An okay 4th last out at this level, going a mile and a 16th. I love the cutback from to 7 furlongs today. The barn's 24% with that move, so I like the 4, 1, Proud proud Wildcat here, try to get the McGee barn going.
And
again.
I think that's the key, Stan, if it's going to put him over the top, because I'm a little perplexed off his last two. I thought he was going to run stronger than what he did. Almost bottom out here at 63. Really one of his lighter races of recent note. One proud Wildcat I think will be somewhere in mid-pack. Now, you look at this race breaking down, there's not a lot of speed, okay? Steven's Answer is my top selection. I think he's going to be forward. I think the 7 furlongs is going to fit him just fine. But the 5 intrigues me a little. Southern Barbecue. His best races, when you really break it down, are on the front end, on or near the pace. I think he's going to be sent by Louis Garcia. You go back a few races on the page, a good 68 back in November against Hodor Catane, a decent horse, a key horse at this level. So if Southern Barbecue is going to do well, I think he's going to be into the race early.
And this will be his 3rd race back after having a little time off. He had most of December and all of January off. So the 5 Southern Barbecue should have a nice trip breaking from the 5 hole. We both like the 5. We both like the 2 here looking up. Patrick McBurney, was it last winter?
Oh, he got red hot with some prices,
last
didn't he?
Year,
yeah.
last spring or last summer, he came down here and won a couple nice races
Yes,
with
did.
Forrest Boyce aboard, right?
Yes, he did. This horse is going to have to pick it back up, but has back numbers that kind of put him into the mix. Sneaky here. Like I say, he hasn't run a lot of horses of late. But last year he was strong at Laurel Park. With Steven's Answer, positional speed in here, I think this horse is fine at 7 furlongs. Just ran into a buzzsaw in Delta Outlaw last time out.
All right, so we like the same 4 horses there in the 3rd. Let's get a quick commercial break. When we come back, the biggest pick 6 carryover in the country is right here at Laurel Park today. It's over 181,000. Starts in race 4. I have a ticket. We'll take a look right after this. All right, welcome back. 20-cent Rainbow Pick 6 starts in race 4 today. Let's flash that big carryover up on the screen. $181,212, biggest carryover in the country today. We're going to be the big game in the country today. All eyes on Laurel Park. It's going to start in race 4. I have a ticket. Let's take a look. A $48 ticket for me and my Rainbow Pick 6. I'm going to use 2 singles. The 2 features in this Pick 6 sequence are races 5 and 8. They were a split, 2 splits there. 2 3-year-old, nice allowance races going a mile. Good to see a race like that get split. So race 5 and 8 are features here, and I'm going to single 2 3-year-olds on this ticket. Race 4, I'll go 4 deep here using a 1 2 3 8. I'm going to single on the popular favorite there in race 5. 3's over deuces for Gary Capuano. Then going 5 deep in race 6. That's a competitive maiden special weight for 3-year-old fillies going a mile. I like the 1 2 5 6 8. In there, going 4 deep in race 7. That's a beat nickel going 7/8. I like the 2 4 6 9. And how about Kriya's Brooklyn Law in race 8? 3-year-old allowance race going a mile. He was second last out behind a horse by the name of Audible, who just galloped in the Florida Derby last Saturday. Kriya's Brooklyn Law going to be a popular favorite in race 8. Number 5, Sheldon Russell aboard for Michael Dilger, who had a nice win. Was that Saturday or Friday with the horse coming off the layoff? So I like the Dilger horse, number 5, Kriya's Brooklyn Law in race 8. Going 3 deep there in race 9. That's a beat nickel going a mile in the 16th. I like the 5, Tequila Hero, 7 in the 8. As well there. So very affordable $48 ticket. You can look at that some more in Keith's ticket, Tim Tulloch's tickets on the laurelpark.com website underneath the handicapping section. Let's get going here. Let's take a look at race 4, which will also kick off the middle pick 4. We're going 5.5 furlongs here. Maiden claiming $16,000 for straight 3-year-olds, and I'm going to go with a first-time starter. This is a soft group, I think, here, and Hugh McMahon well spots this first-time starter by Freud, the 3, Volpinator. Edwin Gonzalez on this colt out of a Flower Alley mare. He gets Lasix in debut. Some okay works here at Laurel Park for this level. I'll take a shot with the 3 Volpinator. I think you have the horse line pretty good because I expect some good money to come in on this horse.
Yeah. I think comparatively, you look at the field and break it down. Hugh's going to take play in this spot. He's fine with the first. There's positive ROI. Freud about 9% with his first-time starters. Starship Princess, the mare, 1 for 9. I'll go to the outside part of the entry here. The 1A, You Needed Me, for Ham Smith, hooking up with his brother Franklin Gorey Smith from down there in Ellery, South Carolina. Hey, this horse just in over its head at Mountaineer back in September, given plenty of time off. I go back and look at this work though. This February work down at Ellery, 3/8 and 37. That's rolling down there on that deeper surface. It really gets these horses fit. Wraps it up now. Most recent work, a good one, a Bullet, 102 and 2. They mean business. They aggressively spot their horse, especially off of a break. They can do it. Not a lot of breeding to go on, but trust me, I think this horse is going to be ready. This barn does wonders. Maiden special weight to maiden claimant.
Yeah, I think a strong entry here. The 1 in the 1A. You get Joe Moore Torres, rider change on the 1A. Joe Moore Torres is on You Needed Me. This gelding gets Lasix in debut. I have him in my top 3. If the 1A doesn't fire, you have the other part of the entry, the 1 I Ain't Never. Hasn't run too well. Hasn't done much running yet. A decent third last June at Delaware. It's kind of fallen apart since then, but comes off the layoff today with Toledo, so maybe the horse has been working well in the morning.
You've got a nice workout, 3/4, get a little stamina, and 116, not a bad workout at all, and back it up the March 16th, 102 and 1. Good works, good steady works for I Ain't Never. I think it's going to be part of the pace flow. I think You Needed Me. It's going to get a little more of a stalking position. Change is coming to 6. Not too bad. Was part of the pace battle last time out, soft and late, but once again to the outside. He's going to have the 8, the favorite breathing down his neck, El Guerrero Azteca. 0 for 12, though. Couldn't get it done with a perfect trip last time. Shortens up a little bit in here. That might just be the tonic that this horse needs, but I'm going to go for a little higher price. Part of the entry, the 1A, You Needed Me.
And I'll throw the 6 in there. Changes coming. Charlie A. Frock, the bug boy Luis Rodriguez aboard. Horse came off the layoff last out and showed speed. Got tired. Coming out of that same race as the favorite here, El Guerrero Azteca. The 6 could run better today with the bug boy. It might go a little bit longer than he did last time coming off the layoff.
Yeah, and you got a little sneaker in there at a price. The 2 money-wise. Oh, Lynn Cutno, huh? Another Ellery little guy. First time gelding, turning back in distance with some speed to target. I think a late run is in order for the 2 money-wise.
All right, so I'm 4 deep here. 1, 2, 3, 8. Trying to get live in the first leg of this big pick 6 there in race 4. Let's take a look at race 5, which will kick off our late pick 5. No carryover today, but as always, that industry low 12% takeout on the late pick 5 starting in race 5 today. Nice first level allowance contest for 3-year-olds going a mile. We have 2 races like this today. Races 5 and 8. This condition got split. Let's take a look here at the heavy even money morning line favorite, the 4-3s over Deuces. Let's show you the win from March 9th here at Laurel Park. Same exact condition as today, but he was in for the claiming price on March 9th. That's why he's eligible to go back in today.
No shot. Wisely spotted there. And you see out of the break a little bobble. This is a tough little break. Some horses bounced around, horses coming in, steadying, and eventual, I think DQ out of that race. But this horse was able to recover 3s over Deuces stand. And going into the first round, what we didn't see, he was really keen and kind of went up and eagerly drug his rider up between horses, then secured the rail. And this isn't an easy trip either. Down inside of a pair of rivals the whole way, going through okay fractions when you really break it down. Birdie's on or in between horses. It's a 3 wide, blame it on Honey. But look at Hamilton just nursing this 3-year-old by flat out along, and it just really isn't asked for his best run at all. He's kind of toying with the horses as to his outside, but when he says go, here relieving the quarter pole, the horse really responds and just opens up. Gets hit there with the left stick, says, okay, see you guys. I'm going to open up 4, then make it 6 at the wire. That's good enough. 3s over Deuces, cycling into top form for Gary Cap. You look at the breeding, this is not an issue. Even a little bit of a turn back to the mile I think is going to be fine for 3s over Deuces. Here's a stat. We've got a stat, right, on Gary Cap?
Yep,
Here you go. Gary Capuano, 7 for 15. 47% over the last 2 years with 3-year-old dirt routers off of a top fig last time out. ROI of 662. That's pretty gaudy, Stan. Threes over deuces. Gary Capone, he's been on the trail with some 3-year-olds
Sure.
before. This year, no different with threes over deuces.
So that stat to me means
Mhm.
once he gets these young 3-year-olds in good form, he keeps them going in the right direction. So a popular favorite here, the 4 3s over deuces. Some nice other horses in this race. Let's take a look. We both like I have the 4. You have the 4 on top as well. Okay, we both have the 4 on top. The 6 takedown for trainer Lacey Gaudet. A couple good thirds here at Laurel Park against Allowance Company. Came from off the pace last out with Louis Garcia. Third behind 3s over deuces. This is a 3-year-old by Take Charge Endy. Lacey has his horse in good form right now. Was had a little got to put up the second last time out. This horse will be coming late again if he keeps continuing to make progress. Takedown maybe could pull off the upset.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And you look at that, bumped at the break, a decent third quarter in that race before just a little bit of a fade to turn back in distance. Takedown just needs to hold form to be a factor in here. You've got the 198 Octane going for Kieran McGee, an aggressive move off the 25 claim. You see Pecoraro in the barn when he lays his horses in for claiming price. I get a little bit leery, but Kieran must think this horse is doing okay. He's got tactical speed from the inside. What do you do with the 5? Old Fashioned Club, I think, is the big question mark. He buried 3s over deuces a few races back. Then he tailed off, kind of bit off a little bit more than he could chew in some stakes races. Did have some excuses in those. Got it back together last time, but he was fully extended and didn't run that fast against a suspect field.
All right, so now he's stepping back up. Vargas stays aboard for Jamie Ness, and Ness barn having a good weekend. That's a nice allowance condition. Did we miss anybody that might sneak? Well, Hammy Smith has a 3-year-old that's coming off a layoff here. The 2 Done Acting, who's by Done Talking. Hammy Smith won the Illinois Derby with Done Talking. He finally broke the maiden with this horse, going a mile and a 16th, last out for the first time. Big step up from that maiden 16 to Allowance Company here, coming off the layoff.
Yeah, and the other thing I'm wondering is this maybe a little protect, with turf coming around us too. Getting the tightener. I'm not sure if that's a tight. This horse is really going to have to step up off his dirt numbers to be a factor against this group.
All right, nice allowance race. If you like race 5, you'll love race 8 as well. That condition got split today. Nice maiden special weight here in race 6 to kick off the late pick 4. We're going a flat mile, straight 3-year-old fillies here. Scratch the 3, Country Line Dancer, and also scratch the 7, Serious Love. I go to the outside here. Mad Dog Matters, my top pick here for Carlos Martin. Rosario Montanez on this 3-year-old daughter of Mineshaft. Been going to the lead her last couple races up there at Aqueduct. Good second on a fast track. 2 starts ago, going a mile, faded to 3rd. Last out, going a mile in the slop. Gets back to a fast track today. I don't think there's too much. I think the 8's the main early speed here. I don't think there's too much early speed here. So the 8, Mad Dog Matters, right to the front and going to try to go all the way.
Yeah, interesting. You see in the short comments there from the chart caller up in New York, in hand, just kind of not quite responding strong enough through the stretch. Maybe this group is going to be good enough, and this horse can either go to the front or sit just off of it. Had inside posts up in New York, now moves to the outside. Maybe this is what the horse will appreciate. Yeah, we'll see if Mad Dog Matters. She's going to be an awfully short price now, especially with the scratches of the 3 and the 7. I like the 2. I'm going to take a shot on special included for Silvio Martin. Vargas goes to this one. Doesn't ride for service. He usually rides for service. Comes in here for the Martin. Look at that stat. Sprint to route. 21 horse sample, 29% with a $3.23 ROI. Like the short comment, responded well through the drive, stretching out. Breeding, no problem. Should handle the distance without any problem whatsoever. I think this horse kind of stalks and moves on. It's going to be a grinding kind of a finish with this group of fillies. That last 8th is really going to be a battle to the wire.
Let's see. I didn't use the 2 on my top 4, but I do use the 2 on my pick 6 ticket. You're getting 5-1 with Vargas. This horse has been a closing sprinter, and both are 2 tries. Now she's stretching out to a mile. She's by include out of a Dynaformer mare. So, yeah, the stretch out she should like. I don't use her. It's a tough race, but I do use her on my pick 6 ticket. The 1 Blue Strike. Blinkers on today. 3-year-old daughter, Smart Strike for trainer John Service. How hot is John Service down here? 8 for 21 this meet, 38%. He gets Fergal Lynch to ride. This filly has a little foundation under her. A good second last out against Maiden 30, going 2 turns at Parks. That was back in early February. We haven't seen her since then. She's been working okay up there at Parks. I'll throw her into the mix here, the 1 Blue Strike.
Yeah, $170,000 purchase. Could have had for $30 last time out. That was a triple key race. Comes out of a triple key race. Mrs. Rembrandt came out of there to whistle here for 25. Another runner that came out of that race. I thought was going to run well the other day. Had position and backed up against Lesser. It's a hard horse for me to figure, but I got to respect the protect move from the barn. I'm also going to use the 5, Parapente. Comes out of that same race up at Parks, as does my top choice, special included. Gets Toledo. Opening a debut run back in February. Good. Rumor Ridge, piece of candy race. We've seen that. Horses have come out of there to run quite well. Madison Avenue, I believe, came out of there to go ahead and win next time out. I think this horse is going to be poised to run well on the stretch out.
All right, so we both like the 5, Parapente. Toledo's on that horse. The 6, Welly, ran okay. She ran well, ran okay on the turf first out last October, and ran well coming off the layoff last out. A tough allowance race behind Madison Avenue. A decent 4th, though. She went to the front that day. Weston Hamilton, the bug boy, gets aboard today, so she's getting 7 pounds off. This filly probably get a nice trip on the outside, the 6, Welly.
Yeah, she's going to be part of the flow. I think Carved is going to be there as well for Dove Houghton, along with the 8, Mad Dog Matters. Going back and reading a long comment on Welly last time, actually, that was Bill's. The horse is kind of getting out a little bit early. That's a little bit of a concern for me. Yeah, I think she's going to be into it. Definitely in the mix till upper stretch, maybe mid-stretch. Is she going to have that last little bit, the last furlong? Can she sustain? I think the 2 and the 5, to me, look like they've got that kind of best finish. And breeding-wise, I think they're going to be fine on the stretch out.
All right, so a nice maiden special weight. I go 5 deep there in race 6, using the 1, 2, 5, 6, and the 8. Let's take a look at the 7th race, which will kick off the final pick 3 of the afternoon. We're going 7 furlongs, claiming $5,000 for 3-year-olds or older horses. Never won 3. I go to the outside. We both like Mr. Euro on the class drop for Jason Service. Montanez aboard this 5-year-old son of Exchange Rate. A sharp win, 2 starts to go first off the claim. That was against 16,000, 2 life going a mile at Aqueduct. Didn't run very well in the mud last out. An okay 3rd that day, but now a big drop here to the nickel, 3 life going 7 furlongs. Maybe a little question mark with the big drop, but Jason Service, he does this and wins a lot of races. We're both on the 9. Mr. Euro here, going to be a favorite in race 7.
Yeah, I'm going to ride him with one shot. Here we go. Service, Jason Service. 50% drop in the claiming tag stand. The last 2 years, 6 for 15 with those runners on the dirt. 40%, 11 for 15 in the money. These barns, they can do it. They come in there. And now this is going to be one of these horses probably, Stan, maybe even singled in that Rainbow 6. Going to be a shorter price. Can you get by them? I think Moonspell, as he used for Carolina, this horse looked good on the track last time. Just kind of flatten. The blinkers go on. Maybe that'll help this horse sustain a little bit of runs. Also the cut back in distance, but a drop down as well for Moonspell. Mr. You're going to be my top selection. A little sneaky price. How about Charlie DeMario with the 1? Love and Care had a horse run pretty well at okay price the other day. Love and Care looks to me he's going to be a speed factor throughout. Just gave away a little bit of a mile and a 16th through decent internals last time out. Look at the race stand. Not a lot of flow up front. Maybe Bungalow goes. I think the 1 can hang around at a big price.
Just going to have to overcome. Well, this horse has a little early speed. Might get a good break with Toledo and get good position early on. I like the 6, earned it. I used the 6 in my top 3. Weston Hamilton aboard for Jerry Brooks. His horses run well off the claim for Jerry. A nice win against 10,000, 2 life. Ran well in the slot back in February against 10,000, 3 life. Then stepped up to 16, no good. And then going a mile last out for 10. Didn't run very well. Now dropped to the nickel, cutting back to 7 furlongs. This horse has won going 7 furlongs before. I think live at 8-1 here. The 6 earned it.
Yeah, and the 2 Gotham News, I don't have them in the top 4. I'm going to definitely use them underneath in exactas and tries and supers. Gotham News, 2 good tries, kind of the same thing. They look at them, both former Asmussen horses that have kind of dropped and made their way to the bottom. He's been competitive. It was a good move last time. I think totally unexpected is going to like the 7 furlongs for Cal Lynch. A major excuse last time out, shuffled back in that race. Had a little help up front. Expected a little bit more kick, but a legitimate excuse early on.
Now you'll get a big price there on the 10 with their leading rider, Vargas, aboard. So I'm 4 deep using the 2, 4, 6, 9 there in race 7. On my pick 6 ticket. Let's turn the page. Race 8, a nice allowance feature for 3-year-olds. Optional claiming 50,000, going a flat mile. Scratch to 3, Blame the Kids. A nice single on the 5, Creo's Brooklyn Law. Sheldon Russell on this 3-year-old son of Sky Mesa for trainer Michael Dilger. Dilger barring with a nice win coming off the layoff Saturday here at Laurel Park. Look at who this horse was second behind in allowance race last December at Aqueduct, second behind Audible, who just came back and galloped in the Florida Derby last Saturday. One of your favorites for the Kentucky Derby now, Audible. So this horse coming out of a strong race. Russell will ride. Hasn't run since that December 6th. Been working well up there at the Belmont training track. A nice work for last weekend from the gate, half mile, 48 flat. So let's see if the 5 Kriya's Brooklyn Law, if he's ready to go off the layoff, I think he'll be awfully tough here.
Yeah, guys, my bad in this race. If we could change mine on the bottom, 2, 8, 5, 1 are going to be my top selections. I appreciate that. 2, 8, 5, 1. That's my bad. Lonely weekend. Yeah, I'm going to play the angle stand of the first time geldings.
Okay.
You know, one of these two I think can get it done. The 2, Nico, Bree, and TJ, or the 8, Lonely Weekend. Yeah, well, the real Nico, Bree, and TJ. Thanks, guys. Will that one really show up? I don't know what happened last time out. Was in position. Yeah, got caught in a duel and spit it at 30 cents to the dollar. But no drop here. First time gelding. Go 2 back. Muddy sealed surface. Might get a little moisture in this surface later in the day with some possible rain. But Forest Fire, the winner of that race, we got in a ding-dong stretch battle with, came back to run huge in the private terms. I think you're going to see the real Nico, Bree, and TJ in here. He's going to have to stalk a little bit. Definitely some speed to his outside that's going to be a factor. Let's see if he can rate and make a move maybe from a little bit further off the pace.
I like him. I use him in my top 3. That was a huge race behind Forest Fire, who almost pulled off the upset in the private terms. Now first-time gelding for the 2. I think that'll work. You have the other first-time gelding, and your exacta Lonely Week, and a nice win for this Tisnow gelding for Grand Motion. He broke his maiden February 19th. They've gelded him since then. Fergal Lynch aboard for Motion. So, yeah, this horse hasn't run a bad race recently, and now first-time gelding, the 8.
Yeah, you see that comment off a duel. Yeah, he got a little setup. He's going to get some speed to target today in a grinding run. He looks like the quintessential horse is going to just kind of keep coming and coming and coming and coming. I think he's got the right kind of field today. I think he's going to improve. Interesting move here for the gelding. Don't know what's going on, if he was a bad actor or what, but I think Lonely Weekend will improve off of that maiden breaking score.
I'll use the 6 Birdies Honor in my exacta Taylor Hole on this 3-year-old by 2 Honor and Serve for trainer Marilyn McMullen. A good second last out behind 3's Over Deuces, so we'll get to see 3's Over Deuces in race 5 today. That horse runs a strong race, then I think that moves the 6 Birdies Honor up here. Taylor Hole aboard. First start in the new barn. Steve Casey had the horse last time out, so we'll see how that goes. But I think the 6 Birdies Honor coming out of a strong race.
Yeah, vastly improved over the last 2 races, no doubt. And was willing, really game. Looked like he could have kind of folded it up. He saw the pressure. He saw that rerun. He was caught in between horses dueling, but kept on willingly to the wire. That was an encouraging effort for Birdie's Honor.
How about the 1 Cord Maker coming off the layoff for Rodney Jenkins, a 3-year-old son of Curlin, Steve Hamilton, who had that nice debut winner for Rodney Friday or Saturday here. He's 25% when riding for the Rodney Jenkins barn. This horse is very talented. I remember his maiden special weight when he came running over top of horses last September. A good second against Allowance Company going a mile in October. Kind of fell apart a little bit in that Maryland Juvenile Futurity in December. They freshened him since then. He's been working well here. They take the blinkers off. They tried the blinkers on in the Futurity. That didn't go well. So now blinkers off. Just a question of Cord Maker ready to go off the layoff here.
Rodney ready to heat right back up, I think. He was kind of non-existent for a while. He's back. And Cord Maker, you're right, talking about that maiden breaking score. He had a ton of horse mid-turn when going 6 furlongs. I think this horse, the mile is still okay for him. You look at the breeding, he should be able to handle the distance. He sketches a pretty salty field right off the break. But, man, he ran fast enough, as a 2-year-old. He has to improve much at 3 to get it done.
All right, real nice allowance race for 3-year-olds going a mile to kick off. Your late double there in race 8. Let's take a look here at the 9th race going a mile in a 16th, claiming 5,003 and up. Haven't won a race in 6 months, never won 4. We have a video spotlight here on the 7. You have on top San Cristo with the bug boy Luis Rodriguez aboard for Michael Gorham.
Yeah, getting back to a distance he's fine with. And you see their top of the stretch in the green and a little bit of gold, I should say golden green, the old Coach Farm. And just kind of gets bottled up. Really doesn't have anywhere to run. Jock just a little bit tentative, and rightly so. Didn't really have that seam leaving the 3/16 pole. Shifts out, comes running a little bit late, willingly to the wire behind Battle Tap and Tequila Hero, who I think is going to be your favorite in here. I think San third off the layoff. I think this horse is fine. Not a ton of lick in the race. I think he's going to get a forward position and kind of grind him down. You're going to get a little bit better price on him than Tequila Hero.
Yeah, the 9-year-old has the backlash. He's made almost $300,000. He's in good form. I like the 7. I have him in my exact. I'll go with Tequila Hero on top. This horse been knocking on the door at this level the last 4 starts for Jerry Robb. He's almost made $300,000 as well. You get 7 pounds off with Weston Hamilton aboard. I liked this horse last time. I know he got beat 8 lengths there by Showmeister. I'll go back to the 5 Tequila Hero one more time on top for me.
Yeah, these look like the horses. 7, 5, 8. They look like the 3 horses really to beat. Yeah, Jamie Ness's entry. Not sure. Now we are free has back class. I don't know what happened last time they reached in. They're going to hold the level off of a little bit of a break. Can't make this up as a horse. It disappointed me last. I expected more. If anybody kind of bounces back and you're going to get a little bit bigger price, maybe use underneath in your exactas and the supers and tries is going to be the 6. Might hold the best value in there.
All right, and we both like the 8 Rumbling Kyle a little bit. Good second at this level, last out, 7-2 there on the 8 Rumbling Kyle. Big pick 6 carryover today. In fact, it's the biggest in the country. Starts at race 4 here at Laurel Park. Let's show it to you one more time. $181,212. Biggest in the country today. Starts in race 4. I have a $48 ticket. You can see that on the laurelpark.com website underneath the handicapping section. Good luck.
Yeah.
You like the early pick 5 today. Good luck. Dave Robin, he's coming up next with scratches and changes. Good luck.
All right, good luck.